Hello, my lovely YouTube family, and welcome. Today we are going to be looking at may all your dreams come true. Where should you project your energy? Where should you focus in order to achieve your goals and really make things happen, in the month of May and then from there on out? Because I feel with Beltane and the start, we're getting close to the summer solstice. I don't know. I feel like the energy in the air right now is very change. There's a lot of change going on. We are getting ready to shift seasons. So whenever this happens, I do get this kind of vibe. But what do we need to start? Where do we need to focus our energy in order to really start to see things happen for ourselves? That's what we're going to be delving into here. So we have group 1, group 2, and group 3 to choose from. Please remember, this is a general reading and not a personal one. So there's no reason to take anything personally. If it doesn't resonate, just take what does, leave the rest. If you feel called to listen to more than one group, there's obviously a reason for that. Do it. If you'd like to check out more readings by me and bonus content, as well as get a personal reading, you can do that over on my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. Okay, so go ahead, focus your energy and your intention. It's what you're trying to achieve, and go ahead and select a group, and I'm going to get started. Our group 1 here with the Botswana agate. Let's see what needs to be. Okay, so we have the Prince of Summer. We have the Wheel. And we have the Lovers. Now, what's really interesting about this is the Knight of Cups. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter energy. And then this is Gemini energy with the Lovers. So what do we have? May, we have what zodiac sign? We have Taurus, and then it's going to go into Gemini. So I really feel like what's going on in this month is setting you up for a meeting with someone very important to your life. We have Rowan with Control and Discern. We have Lost and Found, and we have Focus on the Positive. Now these particular cards are really freaking interesting because these are messages from your guides, and there is a specific message. I am going to read this one because it always has really good advice. So what do we have here? Romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious. This person coming in. This says falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Okay, now there's your key. Control and discern. You don't want to go overboard with this because we're dealing with Jupiter. It expands. This person is going to literally knock your socks off. And I feel like for some of you, you've definitely been wanting to manifest a partner. Well, that's going to definitely happen for some of you. And what a perfect month for that to happen in, by the way, because, starting off with May 1st with Beltane, it's all about getting together, hooking up, and, loving one another, both physically and mentally. But, it's about, creating life. It's always been that way for me, let me tell you. So, I do see this. It's like going to be overwhelming. You need to use some control and discernment in the situation. I feel like this person can romance the crap out of you so much that you could lose your head a little bit. So make sure that you control, keep things in check, ground yourself on the regular, and use some discernment when it comes to certain things, because I feel like it can really this is like one of those people that absolutely changes your life. Delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. That too. I mean, when it comes to the control and the discernment, make sure that you are using that when you are selecting a new car. For those of you who are looking to purchase a new car, a new vehicle. I just spent one of the days last week at a car dealership for a few hours, going with a family member when they bought a brand new car, and it was really kind of fun to go do. But we did use a lot of control and discernment when we were doing that for the needs. And the dealership was fabulous too, by the way. But then we have the Lovers, true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So for some of you, what you're doing now, like especially if you've been really taking care of your body, you've been eating correctly, you've been taking part in regular workout routine, if you've been walking, like really upping your steps and stuff like this, you need to keep doing that, because for those of you who have had been struggles with health and stuff, if you've been following a proper sound nutrition plan and you've been being more active, you will return to good health at this particular time. So you need to keep focusing on that in the month of May. And this goes for everybody, really. Okay. If you want to have good health, period, I'm just going to say it. You guys don't even understand how important it is, especially if you're young, to take really good care of yourself and not abuse your body. Because as you age, life sucks if you didn't take care of yourself. Okay. I've watched many people get sick and die and have health issues right and left, as I've matured, and, all because they could have easily freaking solved the problem and never fucking suffered like that if they just would have freaking been smart and taken care of themselves. You may think that you don't have to worry about that now, but you do, because it does matter. It all adds up. You have to pay the fiddler eventually. So make sure you're taking good care of yourself. That's where you could use some control and discernment. Make sure you're not getting involved with somebody. You can love the shit out of them and they could be the most fabulous person in the world. But if they're not doing if they're not, taking part in healthy practices, it's time for you to step in and steer them in the right direction. If you actually love them, you cannot be afraid to speak up. This is Gemini energy. Gemini is a communicator. Gemini talks. And for some of you, this person can come in and step into your life and go like, whoa, no, this is not healthy. You're not doing that shit around me if you're going to stay with me. I mean, seriously, and there is nothing to shake a finger at. If somebody's doing something that's going to improve your health and your life, if you have a problem with that, then you're just going to continue to have problems for the rest of your life. So, to have somebody who is that encouraging and that good and supportive, who, will help you to be a healthier, better version of yourself, then that's a keeper, honey. Okay. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never realized were lost. I feel like when you meet this person too, it's like there was a missing piece of yourself that maybe you've kind of felt that way for your whole life. Like, I just feel like there's something missing. I don't know. It's just like there's something like an emptiness. There's something that needs to be fulfilled. And, maybe you don't even know it's another human being, but it is, okay, for somebody here. That is the case. It's like when you guys join, it's going to be like you're finding that missing piece of the puzzle, and you're really going to discover more about yourself. You're going to learn through this relationship exactly who you are, what you want. You're going to learn to love. You're going to learn to be more compassionate. You're going to learn how to be a little bit more adventurous, more romantic. Really, it's going to open you up and make you blossom. So I don't know. It's like kind of funny because daisies, I'm seeing those daisies. My eyes went right to that. So daisies could be a significant, and dandelions, like little dandelion seed heads, making a wish, blowing on them. That and any kind of flowering tree. But those particular flowers, like there's a sign in synchronicity with that or something. I don't know. Very interesting. So let's take a look at Focus on the Positive and read what it has to say. What you need to do for everyone here, definitely focus on the positive and watch the tude, in the month of May, because having a shitty attitude is not going to get you where you want to go. So focus on the positive. Let's see what the guides have to say here, honey. Everything is energy. Life on earth is full of circumstances that we label as good or bad. When you choose to focus your awareness on any circumstance, you are sending energy to it that will make it stronger. So it only makes sense to give energy to the circumstance that you perceive as positive. If this card appears in your spread, you may have to take steps to alter your thinking. You may be giving too much energy to situations that are troublesome. Some humans are programmed by nature or nurture to dwell on the negative instead of the positive. It may take some practice to alter your reactions. Every event and every person who comes into your life has a purpose. It's human nature to categorize everything as beneficial or detrimental instead of just being a lesson. You can train yourself to look at life events or people objectively and become aware of the reason that they are on your path. What is the lesson? After you come to an understanding of why this event or person has come to you, you can decide the amount of energy you'd like to send its way. Irrelevant of how you handle the situation, learn to look at the lesson as being beneficial to your growth, because guess what, folks? That's what it is. If you've learned something from it, and hopefully you have, let's hope, then that is focusing on the positive. Exactly. And, the Lovers is a crossroad. The Lovers is a choice. You have a choice to focus on the positive or continue to be wallowing in the negative. That is up to you, okay? You got nobody to blame for your future but yourself in this particular spread. That's what I feel. It's like this is all on you. In this month, you can make it or break it. And I feel like if you choose to focus on the positive, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. You are going to find a true love that is long lasting. You're going to find, like I said, you're really going to understand what love is when you open yourself up like that, you guys, okay? So anyways, what was once lost is now found in your counterpart. This is really freaking beautiful, and vice versa, okay? So anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I have for this reading. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. If you'd like to check out more readings by me or get a personal one, head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. Thank you guys for being with me, and I'll catch you next time. For those of you who chose group 2 with the really kind of cheap piece of orange calcite, this is very, very, not very orange. I have another piece that's absolutely epic. And it looks like a juicy piece of orange. It's amazing. So anyways, let's see what you guys, ooh, looky. We have the King of Pentacles, or the King of Autumn. We have Strength. And we have the Ace of Spring, which is the Ace of Wands. And this is Leo energy. And then we literally have Taurus energy, which it's Taurus season, with the King of Pentacles. That is fucking wild. We also have Willow. Veils are parting. Stargazing. And we have Set Your Intentions. Oh, you guys, you have the capability in this group. You need to tap into your inner strength at this time. You need to tap into your power of observation and really manifestation. Okay. I feel like you guys, especially in like knowing when the stars are aligned, like just perfectly for you, like in your natal chart, knowing when to manifest things and where to focus your energy is going to become a vital in the month, and really setting those intentions properly by the right phase of the moon, because the veils are parting to let you in, to show you vital information, lead you in the right direction, that is going to bring about fantastic new beginnings. And it says it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Yes, absolutely. For those of you who are looking for career, and those of you who are freaking looking for a partner, both of these things can be manifested at this time. This is fucking great for this group. I mean, it's so exciting and very spiritual. And I feel like there could be some travel involved even in here. So with stargazing, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition, will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. The veils are parting. Maybe even for some of you, if you're like a water sign too, especially because, Pisces in particular, because moon, okay, or Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon, but the tarot card associated with the moon is Pisces. But we have veil parting, and we have willow trees. I feel like water sign people in particular, if you know where there's like willow trees, if you go and you meditate and stargaze, like if there's anything like that around you, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't have a willow tree, just get outside and stargaze and meditate under the stars and really get yourself focused, laser focus, and ask for answers from your guides. They're definitely telling you to set your freaking intentions and word them properly in order to make them manifest, because they can definitely happen. You're going to get massive freaking insights through the dream state and meditation in the month of May. So look alive. With the Strength card, it says, the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. Okay? Like really own your shit in the month of May and feel very proud and very happy. Not conceited, not arrogant, but be confident and, shine and smile and, really put your best foot forward in the month of May, because you're definitely going to catch the attention of somebody who's quite compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. And it says, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So for those of you who are trying to manifest a new job, you're going to get your fucking dream job. You're going to get like this position, and it's like going to fulfill all your needs, and it's going to really make you happy. And it's going to really strengthen, like you're going to grow from this. And then for those of you who are looking for this partner, like this person is a mature male. Okay. They really got their shit together. They're grounded. They're down to earth. They could probably have like dark hair, brown eyes. But they're quite strong. I wouldn't be surprised if they got Taurus and Leo going on in there. Okay. For sure. But it's like this person is so I think they're really fucking cool. That's like the energy I got. It's just so sweet and so compassionate and so like, they like to explore everything with the senses. They like to include all the senses. They really understand that, how to celebrate life and beauty. They totally get that. So if you guys are trying to manifest new career opportunities and, really fucking cool ass partners who got it together, who are gifted and charismatic and charming and accomplished and mature, then now's the time. This is the green light from your guides. So let's see what they say here. Set your intentions. So you are living in a world of creation. Within your mind, you are able to manifest any situation you want to experience as long as you clearly know what you desire. Then you must purposely set your intention. By setting your intention, you are sending a conscious thought out to the universe that you want something specific to occur. The universe will give you exactly what your soul sends out. So the clarity and purity of your intention is essential. Do you hear that, you guys? Clarity and purity of your intention is essential. You need to act as if your intention has manifested. It's time to take action. You have to already act and be and become what it is that you see yourself in the future. Like you have to be that now. Like you have to feel with deep, hardcore emotion that you're already there. Okay. That is what needs to happen here. The key to manifestation rests in your ability to hold the focus of your intention and not waver, because otherwise you will confuse the universal ordering. When you meditate and commune with your guides, you will often receive a vision of a life event that you all agree would be worth experiencing. The spirit world will work on their end, but it is incumbent upon you to set the intention and then be open and receptive and take action, by the way. Like real seeds, intentions cannot grow if you hold on to them. When you achieve clarity and are ready to let go, release them into the universe so that they can find fertile ground to grow. The more you use passion and emotional energy to put forth your desire, the more energy you are allowing the universe to use for that manifestation. So if you're like, just like totally like no emotion about it, and you're just like, don't expect anything to happen. Okay. The next step after releasing them is to let them go without any sense of attachment. Just remain centered in a restful awareness of receiving back to you what it is for your highest growth. And by the way, when it's saying to go at it with detachment, you have to, because guess what? You have this image and this stuff in your head and this in your mind. But you know what? It never always comes out exactly how you pictured it, but it always gets really damn close. And it's for your highest good and for the best of everyone when it does. I cannot tell you how many times in my life, and I speak from personal experience, that this does work. Even like right down to the dwellings, like, where I live in my home. It's like I knew this place was coming because I literally pictured it and saw it in a dream 3 years before we fucking moved into it, before I even knew it existed. But that was my intention. I had always put out there that we wanted to find the perfect home for us, that we felt good, safe. It like filled all our needs, whatever for us at that particular time. And it manifested. It happened, because that's also, we put our focus into manifesting it happening but we didn't like hold on and be all like control freaky about it. We were open to the flow and just what the perfect thing will arrive when the time is right. And it fucking did, right down to the freaking neighbor's cat, dude. I mean, it's so wild. So, and that's just one thing. That's just one example. Believe me, it can happen. The perfect partner for you can happen. As long as you are literally already living as if they're there, you are feeling love and you are open to the flow of it, and you put yourself out there. You have to take the action part. You don't just wish for stuff, wish on a star and then sit on your ass. That's not how it works. And it's very sad because back in the beginnings of my tarot days, I actually came across people who thought that you just had to sit there and wish hard enough for it and it would happen. I'm like, no, you have to actually take action and do the things that you need to do, but you don't fucking stress about how's it going to happen and when is it going to happen. You just do it. You just go, you just flow. You just take write a to-do list of things you got to do for the day and check one off at each time and just pour all your energy into those one thing at a time. That's all. It will manifest. It will happen for this group. So anyway, your guides are definitely trying to talk to you and they're trying to point this out to you. So look alive and pay attention. So that's it. That's all I have for this group. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you'd like to check out more readings by me or get a personal one, head over to my Patreon. The link is in the drop-down box below. Thank you guys for being with me, and I'll catch you next time. For my last group with this lovely heart here, let's see where we need to focus in order to make stuff happen in the month of May. Whoa, we have the 5 of Autumn, which is the 5 of Pentacles, you guys. We have the Empress, and we have the Page of Cups, okay? We have Sunflower with happiness at hand. We have Come Together. Come Together. All right, that's your theme song, Beatles. There we go. I have an attitude of gratitude. So that's your message from your guides. You need to have an attitude of gratitude, y'all. Happiness is hand, but you got to realize that whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, maybe you've been like having a really hard time trying to get something to go in your life. You've been trying to get somewhere for a really long time, but you've been really stubborn. And you're thinking that you always have to do it on your own, or that you've been let down by people in the past. And you think that there's nobody out there who could have your back, who will be there for support and guidance. But this is not true for this group. There's definitely a female who is around you, who is very loving, very compassionate. This person could even have a child as well. But this is somebody who you can totally rely on. And you need to realize that you cannot do this all on your own. You're going to have to ask for help. You're gonna have to swallow your pride and realize, hey, I fucking fucked up, or hey, I messed up, or I keep failing. I need to ask for help. For somebody here, you're being way too prideful and way too, well, I'm so freaking, I don't need any help. It's like, yeah, you do. We all do. We all need a helping hand. We all need to come together sometimes to help each other through certain situations. And in this case, it says, reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Okay, now often, and I'm going to admit this, okay, and just say that I speak from experience. If we've ever had money issues in our life at any time, guess who we have to blame for that? Ourselves. Okay, it's like straight up. If we spend more than we make, or we go into debt, or, you got nobody to blame but yourself for that shit. Okay. But there's where this is really beautiful, because this is Venus energy. Venus is like where Venus is in our chart, usually shows a place in an area of our life, depending on what house it is, where we can make some money. So I think this group needs to learn more about their Venus placement, because I feel like this is an area where you can definitely reach out and there are people who can help you. And this is where you could pull in some extra cash. I think that this group is just kind of like, didn't have any, like they're so stubborn, or that you feel like maybe you didn't get any education on finance or something as when you were younger or whatever, and you need to reach out. You can ask for people for help now and learn how to better manage your money and finances, and it can happen for you. It will like give you so much relief. There's, and then also for some people, this is an attitude of feeling lack. and doesn't have anything to do with money per se. It could just have a feeling of being, oh, woe is me all the time. Okay. And, I'll never be able, nobody will ever help me. It's like bullshit. Quit freaking wallowing in self-pity and reach out, because there's somebody right under your nose who can really help you out here in this situation. And this is time to take action. You want to help? You want to improve your life? Then quit feeling sorry for yourself and quit wallowing in the crap that's already happened. You cannot change that. But what you can change is your attitude now. Having an attitude, this is not an attitude of gratitude, honey. This is, okay? And this is. So we need to switch our fucking mode of thinking in this group, big time, and time to take action on that. The power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. You have the capability. For some of you, somebody watching this could have actually grown up like at poverty level in their home, okay? Know that you don't have to do that too. I'm getting tingles all over my fucking body right now. Oh my God, and I'm getting all emotional. I think that somebody who's watching this, whoever you are, I'm just saying, I feel really proud of you, because you are going to literally work your way and become your family's first fucking, for generations, you're going to become a fucking millionaire, because you are going to use that success. You're not going to give up, and you're going to understand that in order for me to change my life, I have to change my attitude. And once I do this, I'm not going to be afraid to reach out for help. Maybe you come from a family who's like, we don't need anybody's help. It reminds me, okay, this is going to sound horrible, but it totally reminds me, I could hear the voice. There's a really creepy episode of the X-Files, and it was actually, they had to air it at a later time because it got banned or something, because it was too extreme because of the subject matter. It's called Home. But literally, it's like these people, it's nasty how they grow, how they lived. But in the nutshell, the mom is sitting there saying that, oh, we don't need anybody. We're proud people. We don't need help from anyone. It's like, yeah, you fucking do, honey. That's fucked up. It's one thing to be strong and rely on your family members. Okay, that's fine. But if your family members are not getting you to where you need to go in your life because your journey is separate from theirs, then you need to make a move. You need to take action and realize that if you change your mentality, you don't have to fall prey to that kind of thinking, that negative kind of, woe is me, everybody, or how about this one? And I've about, yes, there are people out there with money who are massive assholes. Okay. We get that. All right. We know this, but there are also a lot of people out there who do have money, who aren't assholes, who do productive things that make it so, they start charities and things like this, and they use their money in positive ways. It's really fucking sad that we don't hear more about those people, but everyone wants to focus on the flash and pomp and asshole, people with the money. They don't focus on the ones who do good. Why? Because that's not sensationalized and newsworthy. It's pretty fucked, if you ask me. That just shows you how trashy society can be. But there are people out there who do that. And I have a feeling the person who I was mentioning, who's going to be the first to do something like this and achieve this feat of success, will turn around and help their community because of it. You're also going to find out some frustration along the way, because you're going to come around a lot of people with this kind of attitude who are like, oh, woe is me. We'll never fucking have it better. We'll never have it good. Yeah, because you fucking choose to not have it good, honey. Straight up. It's like I'm sorry, but there's truth behind this. To choose to be happy is a choice. To choose to have gratitude is a choice. To choose to ask for help is a choice. To come together with others is a fucking choice. You do not have to live like this. You don't. Okay? So, with the Page of Cups, gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced, I feel like this person, this Empress energy, is going to look at you and see a little bit of them in you. And they're going to be like, oh, you're so inexperienced. You remind me of me when I was this age. Here, let me help you. And they're going to fucking save your ass and show you something that you never thought possible. They're not going to fucking wipe your tushy for you. They're going to point you in the correct direction, and you're going to have enlightenment because of it. And you are going to be so grateful to this person for them sharing and imparting their information with you, kind of taking you under. They could even be a mentor, okay? So it says a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. There it is, you guys. Boom, okay? Happiness is at hand. Sunflowers are your thing, okay? That's like a sign in synchronicity here, as well as nasturtiums, because I'm seeing all those nasturtiums there. I've had flowers on the brain, and I feel like there's like a little pea pod there. You guys are going to be like 2 peas in a pod. You're going to be like the junior version of them. That's why they adore you, and they're willing to like guide you and be your mentor, okay? So let's read the message from your guides about having an attitude of gratitude, you guys. Although it may not always seem so, life on earth is a gift that you have given to yourself. Every person you meet and every situation you experience is to be received positively because each one is a chance to learn. Everything is a lesson, and regardless of whether you choose to spend a moment with the lesson or decades, it is always for your benefit. So approach everything in life with a positive, gracious attitude because these experiences have been given to you for your advancement. It's often difficult to accept that the events we perceive as negative or bad are actually beneficial, but try to open up to the awareness to the bigger picture of what am I learning from this experience? If this card appears to you, it can also mean that you have started to take the good things that have entered your life for granted. Learn to count your blessings. Whoa. So we have come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Teamwork is going to be vital in the month of May for this group. At work, anywhere, personal life, joining up, joining forces, because what happens when we do that? Energy fuses and it rises, and then we can send it out there to make shit happen. It's important, okay? Having an attitude of gratitude, being happy, put a smile on that fucking face, and get out there and do some teamwork. Work with somebody that, I'm not kidding. This group definitely has a mentor around, the female, who is really freaking amazing and has great advice. I'm not kidding. That person who I said, whoever that is, this person is going to literally say, oh, I see you. When I look at you, I see myself when I was that age or whatever. If you've recently heard somebody say that to you, keep going to that person for advice or just ask them for advice because there's something that some knowledge they have to impart on you. Okay. But make sure, to reach out for assistance if you need it. Don't switch careers just yet because there's still something that you need to learn. It's all going to be good in the future. And, if you are feeling challenged by money issues, then get the knowledge and do whatever it takes. It might be uncomfortable for a little bit, but you can get yourself out of that issue and you can make shit happen for yourself. In fact, it's only going to make you stronger. So just remember, what doesn't kill us only makes us stronger. And there is truth to that. So that's it. That's all I have for your reading. Thank you guys so much for being with me. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. If you'd like to see more readings by me or get a personal one, head over to my Patreon. Links in the drop-down box below. Thank you guys for being with me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.